Well, hello and welcome back to another 3D printing video. It's been a while. The last 2 years, I keep saying this every time I upload like one video at a time, and it's like once every 6 months or whatever. And I don't really like that I have this channel, this potential cool thing that I'm kind of not necessarily wasting, but I'm not using it to its fullest. And I'd like to. You know, I have friends sometimes that ask me if I'm going to upload more or what I'm going to upload next. And really, it can be a challenge for me to get the motivation to do that, to make something. But more recently, aside from the motivation to make YouTube stuff, I've sometimes lost the motivation to 3D print, which is what this channel is about. But I've kind of found a new area where I have enjoyed 3D printing. And lately, I've actually used up several spools of filament. So one of the things that I've been enjoying doing lately is not just 3D printing, but 3D printing something that can be made into a little bit more with some effort, and usually through painting. So I'll show you guys some of the stuff I've done lately. So this is a 3D print that I sculpted myself using my dad's VR. And then I went through, after it had been sitting around for a long time, I decided to paint it. That's a cool one that I'm pretty proud of. I'm still working on anatomy and stuff, and as far as getting the shape, but I think for an orc, it's kind of okay. This is a print that I did not sculpt myself, but I edited it using a sculpting program and kind of messed it up a little bit a long time ago. So I went through and I used some modeling clay type stuff, and I fixed the ears because they were all busted, they were weird. That side's like it's beaten up, and I put on a little golden earring, and then I went through and painted the whole thing. And that paint job I was really proud of, and I did its eyes way better than I thought I could. So I've been enjoying painting. This is a cool one that I did. I didn't actually sculpt this one's from the game Doom, but I did go through and paint it my own way using kind of a purple, the lighting's a little bit bright in here, but it's a purple black skull with like some shiny pink teeth maybe. This is one that I actually sculpted myself and 3D printed and painted. So this is like a 100% original artwork along with this guy. And this one is terrifying, but I love it because, I mean, for one, I'm getting down the face shape a little bit better. It's not perfect. It's terrifying. It's weird. But it's getting better. And the arms are pretty bad, but the fingers I was most proud with, because fingers I often have a difficult time doing with the program that I have, which is the VR sculpting one. So that was actually one version. I printed another one that I painted gold that I thought would be kind of cool, kind of weird. And I tried some new techniques that I had made up with as far as texturing to kind of cover up the layer lines. Yeah. Anyway. So those are those things. This was a quick print and paint that I did. This one's not my sculpt, but it is my paint job. I thought that was pretty cool. I used some neon on the teeth, so it kind of made this kind of, not glow, because I used a little bit just to highlight it. It kind of gave it this gross look. I thought it was cool. And then this one was really cool for me, because I hadn't printed a sculpture. This is oh boy, I called them Heracles, but that's not how you pronounce it. I can't remember the name. I'm not gonna try. Anyway, so I tried to paint him as best I could like the original. I printed it in white, and then I used that white to kind of shine through where the areas would have been marked up a little bit and rubbed off, because the actual model, or the original sculpture kind of had a very similar paint job to this, rather than being the white marble like the other stuff. So I thought it was cool that I could kind of recreate that. This is a very different thing that I made lately. This is a glow-in-the-dark sculpture. So this is not 3D printed. This is made using a 3D pen. And I got just a block of wood, and I was like, I'm gonna do something. I was gonna make like a box. I don't know what I was doing. I just started doing stuff. And I realized the way you could use it, you could build off of it and suspend stuff by holding it different directions and having the stuff solidify as it cools in certain areas, and then continuing to wrap that with more of the molten plastic. So the basic structure of that was with white, and then I kind of coated it and did another layers with glow in the dark. So I might be able to put a light inside there and make it like a night light or a lamp of some kind, that when you turn it off, it still kind of emanates a little bit of this yellowish green glow afterwards. So those are the things that I've done lately. This is one I'm currently working on right now for a friend, a younger guy that goes to my youth group, wanted a Harry Potter wand. He wanted Neville's, but I couldn't find a 3D model of that, so he asked for Professor McGonagall's, and I'm working on that right now. It's kind of difficult to do because a 3D printer is not a lathe at all, so it's not super, its dimensions and shapes aren't right. I have to work on a lot, sand it, glue it. I'm not using the best glues, the best paints. I'm just using what I have, and it's kind of coming together. He's not paying me for it, so I don't have to like make it incredibly professional, but I would like to give him something that he can kind of play with and use as a prop. So that's what I've been doing lately. I've been making things, whether it's sculpting them or 3D printing what someone else has made, and I've been making them kind of into like art. I'm not an artist. I've never taken an art class or anything like that. But I think I would consider this a little bit of art. It's kind of like this exploration process where you're discovering what you're doing as you do it, and something that it ends up as is something that both I can appreciate and other people I show can appreciate. And I think that's really cool. So I guess all that to say, that's what I enjoy. That's what I love doing. I love 3D printing, but I love that stuff. And that's not always difficult for me to do. But when I pull out the camera and when I have to edit the video, or when I have to do something, intentionally plan it out, then it becomes a little bit more difficult for me. So I was thinking, and I've got about like maybe 10 of you guys who might even take the time to watch this video out of the 500 subscribers. So I'm thinking I might do like a soft reset, maybe even a hard reset, and kind of change up my direction with this channel. And I might even change the name from 3D Josh to Graythorn. So that was one idea. We'll see about that, because I have built this whole channel. I mean, it's a small channel, super small, but I've built it all the way up with the name 3D Josh. So I might keep that, I might change it, I don't know. But I was also thinking that because 3D printing is only one small part of what I do in my life, the things I enjoy, the things I could show, that maybe I could expand that. And I know that those of you that maybe like one of you who made it this far, who watch my channel, you're here for the 3D printing, and I understand that. But why not try something else? Why not do a little bit more? At this point, I think 3D Josh as a solely 3D printing channel isn't getting very far, and it won't if it stays how it is. If I use the criteria for uploading and videoing and editing that I had been for the past almost 5 years now, I will continue at this pace of uploading one video maybe every year when I get that motivation to do something like I have right now. But it's not easy for me to sit down and edit, because I have college I go to, I have work, I have responsibilities at like youth groups and Bible studies and stuff like that. And that's another thing. I could incorporate my faith into this too, I was thinking. I don't know how many of you guys are Christians out there, but I love Jesus. And if there were a way that I could incorporate that into what I'm doing here, I think that would be awesome. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. I might not even edit this very much. But yeah, I've done stuff, I'm doing stuff. I would like to be able to capture that and give it to you guys through this channel. Maybe rebranded channel, I don't know. But that's my thoughts. I'm also testing out a new camera. I have a new phone that can do time-lapse. I didn't have anything that could time-lapse anything before, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So there's a bunch of possibilities. If this video is relatively easy for me to make, for me to edit, for me to upload, I might consider uploading more regularly. I can't promise it because school's gonna start, that might get crazy. I do have work. I've got plans in the future. I've got more college that I gotta go to after this year. Summer's gonna be a bit crazy because I'll do full-time. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, that's awesome. I mean, I almost can't believe that anyone would make it this far in this video, but this is kind of a video for me to kind of let myself kind of decide to change what I've been doing. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've stayed healthy and safe, and until next time, see you later.